Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this photograph, and I'm still not 100% sure I understand, but it is a heat type material where you put it down with heat that make it look like it's embroidered. And he came up with this so far, and that would be the stitching. I'm going to ungroup it. And then if you take that and put it over, well, he must have not nudged it and he moved it. So I'm just going to kind of start from scratch. I'm going to break this apart, and I'm not 100% sure that I've got what he wants. But I took one of the stitches, and because this is broke apart, I've got 163 objects, so it kind of tells me what blend to use. I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, and I'm going to move that object over. I'm going to hit T, which doesn't really matter, but gets it even. I'm going to go to Effects. Matter of fact, before I do that, I'm going to hit plus key on the keyboard again, because I want to, well, I guess I didn't. I want a copy of these because I need them again. So I'm going to grab both of them. I'm going to go to Effects, Blend, and I'm only going to blend them 150 times. But first of all, you really want that inside also, but we're going to just work on the outside for right now. So I'm going to take that and nudge that out of the way. So now we have these two. We're going to blend them 150 times, hit apply, go down here to blend a new path, get on that path, blend along full path and rotate objects, hit apply. And there's our stitch pattern. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to nudge that out of the way. I'm going to select it all. I'm going to go to object. I'm going to break the blend apart, and I'm going to try to get that red triangle, red A out of there, and I don't have it yet. You can see down here, but what I could do is nudge those out of the way for a second, and then I could nudge these back. And if you notice, those were the part of the start of the blend. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these together so I can do anything I want to with them. And if you look, we put this back, there's our stitch. So to get this effect, we need a larger A. So I'm going to open up the effects and contour docker, and I'm going to contour to 1/2 inch to the outside. I am going to now take the contour, go to object and break the contour apart and nudge this over, and I'm actually going to make a duplicate and put another one over there. I'm going to actually have to nudge it twice. I'm going to grab these two. I'm going to blend them, blend a new path, and I'm going to blend them to our new shape, our new size. Blend along full path, rotate all objects. You can call that good. And then to make it look like it's just cut out and not stitched type deal, you could do a couple things. We could use the boundary tool, but you'd have to break everything apart. So we can take a rectangle and just hit the smart fill tool and fill that in, and then move that down. And then I can left click, right click, go to object and break the curve apart, take away our rectangle, and just hit delete. So this is our letter that's going to look like it's stitched. And this is, so if you cut, that was your cut line, and this is your engraving line, you would just need to do 2 colors. And I don't know how he's going to do the 2 colors, but we're going to make the inside yellow, take away the outline, put the yellow there, and just let's nudge this out of the way and let's make this blue. And then go ahead and go to object, order back a page. So now when we put the blue, well, we need that cut line. And you see what happened there? When I filled it in with blue, it was because this rectangle was in the way. So let's back it up completely, get rid of this rectangle and actually move this over. Because wherever you have anything stopping the color, it's going to stop it. Go ahead and go to Effects, Order, Back a Page, and don't do that. Select them both and move them over. Now you have a black stitch line that if you're gonna, for the person that's doing this for, it would take forever to engrave this. So you want to vector this stitch line. So you still want it to be a hairline. Or you want it to be a hairline, but you just want to barely, you have to do some testing, barely engrave that or vector engrave that. Let it cut it. So take out that outline and get it out of the way. Let's get everything out of the way. So let's put this back. And it would be the same thing on the centerpiece, I'm pretty sure. Let's put it in his laser bed. He's got a epilogue zine by well, he told me he did, but the size of the bed. And what I would do to cut out these letters, I would grab that, and you can see down here we have a red hairline, but we need to make it a hairline. So we'll double click on the pen tool and make this a hairline. And let's move it, nudge it out of the way again. And then I would, because this is going to be your cut, so I can imagine that the whole thing is a piece of blue. I don't know how you're going to do the two colors. I don't know if that's something that you cut out and press it on there and then press it on there again. I know nothing about heat press. But anyway, if you would vector, don't worry about the outside. If you vector engrave this real lightly just to give it the marking, and there's a couple ways I would make that look a little better too, but that's how an embroidery machine actually would work. We could change that up a little bit. I might make a second video. And then after you've got it engraved, then just select that red line and cut out the material. And it'll cut around that cut line. So that they're both going to be hairlines, except for this one you're going to cut really fast and really low power, or this one you're going to cut, well, on cloth. And he'll know his settings for that. And I'm not 100% sure I helped him, but let's hope so. And I might make a second video on how to clean up those edges. But with that said, you wouldn't want to do it if you had to do a bunch of letters or a bunch of numbers. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.